Hi everyone, welcome to this last quarter moon in Gemini reading. So this is happening September 6, 2023, 6:21 p.m. Eastern time, okay, for the ones that like to dial in this exact moon event. So first, before we go into the detail of this cosmic dance, I'm going to explain to you why it is important to look at those principles as far as your manifestation. There is a dance between the sun and the moon, and this is all about consciousness and subconsciousness, the things we know and the things we don't know. So collectively, we are invited every month with the new moon with a collective intention that we're seated. As we are going through the cycle, we are learning more about this intention. We know very much about full moons because they are a culmination, and this is where we have an opposition between what we know and what we don't know, and we fully discover some of the things that we were meant to discover as far as the collective intention that we set up. Now, the first and last quarter creates a square. Look at this. This is here, you have the sun, and here is the moon. This red line, yeah, square. Square means a little bit of friction, a little bit of conflict, and it is just for the purpose of making sure we are following the alignment of the cosmic invitation to understand those higher lessons of ascension, enlightenment, higher consciousness. What I personally love as far as working with the moon events is that we have exactly the energies of the planets in specific houses. And the houses give us themes. Now, I love to use astrology for feeling my best self, but not just feeling. Being, expressing, doing, speaking, all parts of me to be in this higher expression of when my soul has really committed and gave its soul's oath in terms of incarnation. So let's get started with the reading. First house, we have Saturn retrograde and Neptune retrograde. Right now, Saturn is calling us within. This is the master teacher of impact, the law of cause and effect. And it's really asking us to go in that caterpillar energy to receive, allow ourselves to receive the information, the energies, the guidance that are going to allow us to bloom into this different and higher expression of ourselves. It's going to also ask us to end certain patterns, certain ways of being, and this is going to be revealed as we follow the story here. Now, as you are in the first house and you're getting guidance for the higher self, you're moving also in the second house, and this is your field. This is your aura. In our energy field, it seems that Chiron, which is in a placement of power, is trying to show us the wounds that we have towards feeling empowered, and that means taking decisions, going and moving forward. This is also teaching us the great responsibility of being such a powerful creator being. And that means some of us, we're trying to remember, especially as here with the collective North Node, we're receiving this higher light that is trying to make us connect more to the fact that we are an extension of Source, okay? So we're moving then to the third house, which is the communication with the higher self. We just have Jupiter retrograde that started, and we have Uranus retrograde here, and it is all about self-talk, especially in terms of love and success. This means that for this particular placement of and cycle of the moon, you're going to really want to watch the self-talk, especially as we're moving here in the fourth house. We have the moon. The moon is the subconscious, and that means it records everything. And especially some of you try to remember that as a child, you were in certain brain waves, especially up until about 7 years old. You're in brain waves that just absorb everything. You have no filter to say, no, I don't believe that, no critical thinking. So there's a lot here that is being revealed in your inner world. So if you're feeling any triggers any conflict. Remember, this is the purpose of the square in terms of manifestation. It's trying to align a little bit, just like an instrument. Maybe all the chords are okay except one, and it is just like that chord is necessary. It is necessary for your higher embodiment, and I want you to feel confident about this process, especially because it is here. The sixth house in this type of reading, as far as the esoteric reading and embodiment of the higher self, we have here Venus that is in the house of your light work, of how meaningful the work you're doing for yourself is going to reflect and ripple on others. This is an angle that speaks of confidence. So it's really trying to show you to have confidence, and you're seeing there's a little bit of squares energy that, so you will know if you're not in that space that you might be triggered. By the way, this is why I offer those mini readings for those energies and cycles of the moon. I was super triggered in my angles and positions for this one. As always, something that is dear to my heart is to apply all the offers and readings that I'm offering to others. And I was seeing this was triggering very much my own programs, so my subconscious and my Jupiter. So I was receiving a lot of energies that were showing me where was I lacking confidence. So some of you, this is why I'm offering those mini readings. You can have this offer. There's only 6 spots. I'm only channeling a couple of people that would like this reading at this time, and you can have access in my bio link, or if you're watching this on YouTube, go and check out the video description. Let's move on to where the Sun and Mercury retrograde is. This is all about our principles. This is all about our structure. How can we feel confident in our principles, in our structure, in our integrity? So to give you another example, this specific placement is my Saturn. So my master teacher of Impact was reiterating the same lesson. Audrey, you have to see how this moon event is affecting you. And obviously you have to walk your talk. So some of you, if you want, for the subscribers, some of you are subscribers on the Instagram, I'm going to draw a winner. I like to do those mini giveaways. So if you want to participate, please make sure that you subscribe on Instagram and that you let me know that you want to join for this mini reading, okay? So we have here, again, a lot of energies that are showing us you got to walk your talk. You got to apply your beliefs. You got to watch how much what you believe about love and success, how it's feeding, how you're going to go about your behavior. Next, we have Mars that is in the house of shadows. So here, this is a placement that speaks of our routine, our habits. What do we do, and especially in this type of energy, the way it's connected here to the moon and here to Pluto. This is all about paying attention to the habits that we have that are subconscious, programmed. So it's about catching ourselves in the things that we do almost like without thinking. And some of you, it might be also reacting, watching our reaction, watching how maybe we're still letting other people's words control us, other things from outside control us, control our emotion, control how we feel about ourselves. Last but not least, we have Pluto, the master teacher of power and transformation, that is in a very powerful placement of Capricorn, the last degrees, and it's all about freeing us from the mental, certain belief systems, certain things that we feel trapped into, especially because it is in the 12th house. There's a lot of things, again, linked to the subconscious, linked to ancestral lineage, linked to past lives, linked to karma, being called to look at the past events of your life so far and see how maybe they're triggering certain things inside of the body, and releasing those trauma, releasing those bondage. Some of you, you know, this is what I do on my YouTube for my playlist. I love to engineer sound to help with the brain coherence between both hemispheres and also the heart. I'm going to release today almost the last one of the 12 organs. We still have the kidneys and the bladder. So today, releasing the kidneys. Kidney is very much about bringing more courage and determination in everything that you're doing, but it also, in the distortion, it stores a lot of the trauma there. It stores a lot of our fears and even the subconscious fear. So I'm trusting that some of you that are sensitive to sound or have never tried meditation, go and check it out. On Instagram, you'll have to go in my bio link and you'll find the playlist. If you're on YouTube, you'll find it among the playlists. Thank you so very much for being here. I will see you very soon. Namaste.